Hello children, welcome back to my channel. You know that we have completed the explanation part of the first chapter, Civics, that is on equality. We have also done few question answer of this chapter which you can get in school website, and I am very much happy to see that few of the students sent me their homework through mail. So today I am going to summarize this chapter which will help you to make a clear concept of this chapter. So let's start. First of all, we have seen that our country, India, is a democratic country. That means everyone within the country have the right to give their vote to choose the government. But then also we have seen that within the society, few of the problem of inequality is present. So, through some stories, we have learned this kind of problem. First of all, the story was related to Kanta. She faced the inequality due to the economic status. For that, she need to stand in long line for her daughter's treatment in government hospital because she was poor. And here also we have seen one word, that is universal adult franchise. That means every person in India after the age of 18 have the right to give vote. That means to choose their government. Clear? Next, we have seen that another inequality problem, that is a problem with caste, which were faced by mainly the Dalits, and still now they are facing the problem. And here we have learned the story of Om Prakash Valmiki, who has written the book Jhutan, and what kind of problem he faced in his school time, that we have also observed. Next, we came to know about another story, that is Mr. and Mrs. Ansari. As they were Muslim, that's why they not got the rent house in the Hindu area. Either they were suggested to change their surname to get the rent house in the Hindu area. So here they were discriminated on the basis of their religion. So in all the cases, we have seen that for all the people who ever getting disrespect from other person, their dignity is violated. Dignity is violated. That means their self-respect is violated here, which should not be done, because our self-respect is very much precious to us. Next, we have seen that government has taken some policy to reduce the inequality level within the society. First of all, government has taken step through law like Article 15. Hope you all have learned all the steps of Article 15. And next, government has started some schemes like midday meal program, where the school children, irrespective of our caste, gender, religion, can get the free cooked meal during the lunch time. But this inequality problem is not only the part of India, it is also the part of some other democracy. So here we get the example of African Americans who are living in America, where we have seen that one lady, Rosa Parks, has started the movement, that is civil right movement, to get equal right in America. And she was an African American lady. After that, the African American forced the American government to pass the law, that is Civil Right Act, through which they got the equal right within the society. But then also now we can see that in few parts of America, still the African Americans are compared as the Dalit of India. That means there is also inequality problem present. So at last we can say that until we change our attitude, until we'll think that everyone is equal to us, it is quite difficult for our government as well as for our society to change the thing. What is the thing? That means to change the inequality problem. So when we can change our mind, when we will start to think that everyone is equal, there is no issue with anyone's caste, creed, gender, religion, economic status. Until that, the problem will be within the society. So who can change the society? We can change the society. Once we will start to think that everyone is equal, our society will also change very much soon. So now your today's questions are: who was Rosa Parks? What do you mean by democracy? And write one challenge related to democracy. Write this answer in the comment box. Now let's watch a video which will help you to enhance the knowledge of this chapter. I will also provide the link of the video in the description box. Thank you.
In this module, you will learn about equality in Indian democracy. Article 15 of the Indian Constitution guarantees equality to all the citizens of India. It also states that no individual can be discriminated on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, or gender. Further, it abolishes untouchability and assures every individual equal access to all public places. The Constitution also grants all adults the right to vote, irrespective of their caste, education, wealth, and religion, also known as Universal Adult Franchise. There are many laws that help protect people from being treated unequally. There are also several government-initiated programs and schemes to improve the lives of people who have been ill-treated for several centuries. One such program is the Midday Meal Scheme, where lunch is provided to students of government elementary schools. Equality can be achieved only when we change our attitude and treat every individual with respect and dignity. However, in our everyday life, we come across many incidents that make us wonder if equality actually exists in our country. For example, government hospitals in India are mostly visited by the poor, and even when critically ill, they have no choice but to stand in long queues. Due to their poor economic background, these people cannot afford the high fees charged by private hospitals, and so they experience inequality. Apart from economic background, people are sometimes treated unequally on the basis of their religion, gender, and caste. For instance, people belonging to minority communities often face problems in getting a house in the locality of their choice. Women too are paid less than their male counterparts for the same job. For example, female players in national and international tennis or cricket matches are paid much less than their male counterparts. A famous Dalit writer, Om Prakash Valmiki, wrote about caste-based discriminations faced by him in his autobiography, Jutan. Valmiki was made to sit on the floor of the classroom and was beaten up many times without any reason. He was also made to sweep the school playground because of his caste. This discrimination on the basis of religion, gender, and caste hurts the dignity and self-respect of an individual. Surprisingly, India is not the only country that has struggled for equality. In the United States, the Afro-Americans were treated unequally for many years. when traveling in public buses, they either had to sit at the back or give their seat to a white person. In 1955, Rosa Parks, an Afro-American, refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white man. Her defiant act resulted in agitations and led to the Civil Rights Movement. Later, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was implemented, which prohibited discrimination on the basis of religion, race, or national origin. Although our government is trying to bring in equality amongst people, there are still several communities that are struggling to maintain their dignity and equality in society. We have now reached the end of this module on equality in India. In this module, we learnt that the Indian Constitution guarantees equality to all Indian citizens and does not allow the state to discriminate against any citizen on grounds of race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them. The Indian Constitution abolishes untouchability and assures every individual equal access to all public places. In spite of the Indian Constitution guaranteeing equality to all Indians, economic background, religion, gender, and caste still play an important role in the society.